All right, welcome in everybody. Welcome in Super Pack, Matt. Let's scroll up here. Night Shadow, Shock, and Twiz. We're about to get started with our community showcase. We'll be playing some connected versus teams tonight, and this stream will run into. There is a community zone battle tournament happening in an hour from now. So if you are looking to test your skills in a community zone battle tournament, be sure to sign up via the Zone Cup link that was provided in the YouTube chat and in the Twitch chat earlier, and there's a command as well. But hope everyone is doing well. Let's get started, shall we? I think we are going to start with group number 2 today. So Night Shadow, Twiz, Aiken, and Shock. Make your way to the lobby, which has been shared in the Enhanced Discord. And we are looking for another newer player, or like someone under 7,000 rating in Connected Versus, to fill up Group 1. So looking for an extra player here. But yeah, hope everyone is ready for the weekend, ready for some Tetris. So many Tetris community events coming up over the next month or so. So yeah, stay tuned via the Discord. Oh, you are in the zone thing? Very nice. Yeah, the more casual players that sign up for those tournaments, the better. It will be less skewed. You'll get some better matches, right? Because I saw Uyashoto was signed up too, which is probably arguably the second best player according to recent tournaments. So we'll see if Jaden can put up a match with Uyashoto. But it looks like Shock found their way to the lobby. Night Shadow is in here as well. But just looking for Aiken and Twiz. Yeah, and then we'll get started here. I have not signed up for the tournament, Ferox. I'll be watching. You should sign up though. If I was busy and had practice more, I'd love to sign up. I think of tournaments as practice in a weird way. It's like the ultimate test of my skill, if that makes sense. I guess in theory you would want to practice for tournaments, but I think like community tournaments is a good place to practice and get used to that environment, right? And then you can be more anxious for the big events. All right, Aiken found their way in here, so we're just looking for Twiz. Is Twiz around? Hopefully Twiz got the memo that we were starting a little bit earlier. If Twiz is not around, we can... Wait, I think I saw Twiz in chat earlier. Twiz, are you still hanging out in YouTube chat land? Everyone, channel your energy to wake up Twiz here. Anyone playing any new games going into the weekend? Have any fun plans for the weekend? Oh, Twiz needed a few minutes. Okay. My bad. 2 minutes. Okay. We can stall for 2 minutes. Oh yeah, TECWC. Nice game at the snow thing. Oh yes, I was in Toronto this last weekend at a community tournament. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, the event was aptly named Snow is Infinite, and there was a massive snowstorm in Toronto, and I was driving, so getting out of Toronto took me like 10 years, but it was a good time. I wanted to travel Toronto a little bit more, but yeah, it was hard to get around, and I shouldn't have been driving too much. Oh, Pirate Yakuza. Yes, anyone else playing that? I want to make the dive into the Yakuza universe, but I think I feel like it's a big time sake. Not a bad one, but I just want to be committed, if that makes sense. I have so many games to play right now. All right. But yeah, I did get to see some Tetris community members I have not had the chance to meet yet at Snow is Infinite, so that was nice. Oh yeah, I did carpool with one though, yeah. Yes, I have the collector's editions. I actually have the long bar right here as well. I have some stuff on it from my display at TECWC. Maybe I'll uncover it during the game. Yes, truly infinite. And welcome in to Zago, who is hosting the Zone Cup, which starts in about, I guess, 53 minutes on the dot, if you're looking to compete. Yeah, it was rough. And it seemed like the snow, because I drove home. I had to drive home nice and slow that Sunday night. And it pretty much extended. It was actually like the highways were the worst around Cleveland. It was like worse than Toronto. But for whatever reason, like right after Cleveland, I guess when I got onto a specific highway, it was like clear the whole way. All right. So Twiz is in a game, and then we'll get started. And yeah, looking for one more player in the under 7,000 SR range, give or take. So if you are down to play some connected verses, we could use another. And then Group 3, Liam, Tizago, Grasspelt, and Salil. We'll get you in shortly. Maybe we can do that group next, just because I know Tizago is going to be in tournament organizer mode shortly, so can maybe get that game out of the way. Come in, Mindswept. Do you want to play tonight, Mindswept? Twiz must be in a serious battle. His own battle going down to the wire. Or classic. We never got the we never got the details on what Twiz is playing exactly. Twiz is cooking for sure. Two minutes maybe, Twiz. Yeah. Whenever you give an estimated time for when your match is going to end, that's when you know it's not going to end in that set amount of time. DQ Twiz, yeah. I could, We can wait. We're having fun. We'll have plenty of Tetris. I don't think anyone in this group has had a shortage of Tetris recently, so it's okay. I feel like as soon as we get Group 3 going, Twiz will show up. That's how it works, right? Right, Shock? Alright. Well, they did say 2 minutes, 6 minutes ago. Who's in Group 3? Is Group 3 around? We could start with Group 3. I don't think Liam's around, though. Ferox. Maybe myself or Ferox can replace Liam. They said they want to be back until 7 p.m. my time. Oh, Twiz is here. Let's go. Let's do this. All right. So we got Twiz, Night Shadow, Shock versus Aiken on the boss here. Good luck, have fun, everybody. And I'm going to disappear into the void. Okay, so we got some Area 4 action. Aquarius from Aiken on the right. Need to zoom out a little bit. I must be zoomed in. By the way, yeah, I was feeling the Area 5 music today. I ended up listening to the Connected soundtrack last night, and I haven't really listened to the Area 5 track too much on there, but it was growing on me. I feel like the mastered version on the soundtrack is wonderful. I was vibing with it. I tend to have phases on which track is my favorite at any given moment, and I've been feeling the Area 5 music for sure. So we got a 15 attack Dodecatris from Team Twiz Shadow Shock, and Aiken taking a lot of damage there, but with Squeeze, it's a good timing to defend. We'll see how aggressive Aiken wants to play this Aquarius. And the aggression is paying off. I already have Shock quite a bit up the board here, likely due to that Squeeze preventing any long bars going down the right side. Finally gets one there. But you got to be careful upstacking too high in the middle during the Squeeze phase. It can really catch up to you sooner than later. It doesn't seem that scary at first, but it does add up, especially when high stakes comes into play and the boss levels up a little bit. Alrighty. By the way, I guess we never did talk about it. That Night Shadow and Shock are out, so that aggression is paying off for Aiken. Maybe catching the team a little bit off guard, because I feel like generally Aquarius won't go super aggressive on the after the first zone. So maybe the player is stacking a little too confidently. But yes, the Valentine's Day post. Shout out to Kirby, Aurora, and Ferox, who is in the chat and helping tonight for their Valentine's builds. Those got a lot of eyeballs on platform news and on our social posts. So nice stacking, nice Valentine's Day builds. The world didn't see how we were trying to get an all clear for like 40 minutes following the building of the I love you, or the I heart you. We could go for it again. I love the idea of doing more 3-player builds. We've seen like single-player Tetris art, but I think the connected Tetris art is a pretty unique and hasn't really been explored too often, right? Oh, Aiken decides to top out there. I think, okay, I guess the team was looking pretty healthy after they revived. GG. Feel free to swap out boss if you all would like, or at least change up the boss. Oh, perfect. We have another No Kino can play with Group 1. Welcome in, No Kino, on Discord. Yeah, Group 1 is locked in. I agree, TiVo. But Shock, Night Shadow, Twiz, Aiken, hop on into your second game. Don't be shy. Trying to make good time here, especially for players playing in the Zone Battle tournament. All right, so we got Twiz on boss, Tetramidian action. Leaning into that Area 5 music, maybe inspiring Twiz a little bit. We have Team Shock, Aiken, Night Shadow. Oh, why the sad face, Matt? The pensive emote always makes me sad. I don't want anyone to feel pensive. No more pensive emotes in chat, surely, right? No sad people. I want to see all smileys. All right. Are you going to be home for the zone battle tournament, Matt? Pretty quick team zone here. Night Shadow with the center 4 wide. And one fun thing about team zone is don't be afraid to like intentionally misdrop as well with the purple magic Minos. So like, yeah, that middle board there from Night Shadow, you can just kind of throw whatever, and then eventually you or a teammate can fill it in with a magic Mino. Team is Schmoovin. Twiz has 4 defense orbs, so not too bad. Twiz keeping nice and low here, should be able to accept whatever the team throws towards Twiz here. Already up to 17 lines, quarter zone left. I think we might end at 17 there, so a Decahexatris, 111 attack, and nice defense from Twiz. I'd say that's a pretty standard attack and defense. Now, Twiz is rocking the Tetramidian, which will send random attacks from any boss in the connected co-op mode. So it can be a blessing and a curse. A little bit, yeah, definitely the most RNG on Tetramidian if you are playing as the boss. Sometimes the attacks can be not very impactful, but sometimes the attack chains, because the team cannot really predict what's coming, can be devastating. We got a fast shift. Looks like the team here can handle the high gravity, especially the lower level higher gravity. The longer the boss survives here, the more powerful these attacks become. You can even see that this is not instant gravity, so team not really feeling the pressure here. Twiz is mixing in defense, though. Should be able to level up a little bit and mix in a few more attacks. There definitely is a balance, because if the team isn't stacking from the bottom of the board, it will dampen their attack, right? So, however, I think they did have it at the bottom, but got filled in a little bit. Looks like maybe one line up from Shock here. Oh, Shock managed to clear it all the way. Yeah. So if you go into this team zone phase with 0 lines cleared, your team attack will be much stronger. And nice downsack from Shock to get into that position to create a really powerful attack. But the point being, if you are in defense mode the whole time, you're not going to be able to dampen that attack. So generally, you're going to want to try to, even if it's just like under 5 lines, going, or yeah, up to 5 lines. So 1 to 5 lines that can help dampen the team attack. It will help in the end to lower that attack power. If that sounded like complete gibberish to you, just let me know. I'll be happy to elaborate. But a powerful 18 attack Perfectress, 142. Twiz does have the long bar ready here. Probably is going to try to create an attack before defending. Hopefully Twiz will get a stall. Nope, just a pop out here. Twiz might be playing aggressive here. You know what? I actually like this call. And then maybe if Twiz gets something that like a soft drop effect, or like what we saw with the squeeze Cancer, or Cancer as an unstable from the Cancer boss. And what are some other stall? Like no rotation, stuff like that. Then you can go into defense. But the team is handling this pretty well. So a lot of pressure on Twiz to find some kind of attack or create defense to prevent the next attack. All right, moving back into attack mode. Was able to bring the board down a little bit to maybe feel a little safer here and don't have to downstack quite as much. Yeah, I think the golden ticket for Twiz right now is just to find some kind of stall attack, or at least dampen this attack power, because the team's moving pretty quick. There we go. So I guess invisible is a soft stall attack. A good team will be able to still build that zone charge during invisibility. And yeah, this is looking rough. Not the most fortunate attacks from Twiz there. But we'll see. Twiz playing it out. The team can make mistakes. It does happen. Oh, but Twiz also misdropping and maybe just leaning into it there. Accepting defeat. And team Shock, Night Shadow, Aiken, take it. GG's. We will move on to group number 1. Or should we just let's do group number 3 first, because Tizago's in that group. And Tizago is hosting the Zone Battle Tournament. I don't want to hold Tizago back too much. So we have Tizago, Grasspelt, and Salil. I don't believe Liam is here. So if there's any other high-level player that wants to hop in, we would be happy to have you, whether it's you, Ferox, or myself. We can do that if needed. Salil is already in here. What a star student. And then, yeah, Tizago. Who was the other player? And Grasspelt, if Grasspelt is around. Ferox, are you feeling it? You want to hop in, or I can hop in? Tizago recently broke a pretty big milestone, 14k Zone SR. Very nice, Tizago. Yeah, Tizago's been on the grind. I was watching Tizago play against Wumbo on some streams this week, as Wumbo got a new GPU for their PC, so they were playing a little more TEC. All right, Lyrod, yeah. You can listen in like the radio if you would like. So just looking for Grasspelt. Here, I'll give Grasspelt a ping. Oh, Tizago beat me to it. Also, I remember our room code from memory. Kind of a memorable room code there. You got a 5,000 series? That seems crazy. I'll wait. I had my 1060 for a very long time. Finally got an upgrade. The thing is, I feel like, yeah, it's getting to the point where I feel like you're not going to need an upgrade as often with how graphics are these days. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I feel like it's getting the exponential curve of graphics improving has diminished slightly. I see Grasspelt did log in on Discord. We'll see if they're hopping in here. What kind of games are you looking to play with a GPU of that caliber, Light Rod? Group 3, you are up. Yes, that is correct, Tivo. I don't know if Grass Pelt is here. Go shoot them a DM. To me, the soundtrack just doesn't sound the same without the with the piece movement. That's a good point. Without the synesthesia of or synesthesia that comes with Tetris Effect, with the movement and VR for some of you. Matt is home. Welcome home, Matt. You have a welcome home Matt at your porch. I do not see Grass Pelt. I'm going to hop in for a game. Ferox, if you want to hop in with me. Maybe Tizago. Tizago's a tough boss anyways. And then we'll get Grass Pelt in as soon as they arrive here. All right. Let's do this. So Tizago looking like they're going to rock the Sagittarius, an Area 1 boss with the soft drop blitz. Area 1 is tough. We'll get into why. Tough for me. I feel like if you are a fairly fast player, Area 1 can be one of the most stifling, or has the most stifling bosses due to literally limiting how quickly you can move, because you have to use that soft drop. Which I feel like why it's kind of one of the hardest areas to deal with at a high level, because the boss can be very fast and limit your speed. I think I might be the lowest. Or no, we have a Salil shoot. Totally flubbed that. But Salil was able to get all the way to the bottom. So slow man yellow Shen over here is going to need some help from his teammates to fill in. Now I have a little 5-wide well over here. We've got a pretty quick 19. Tizago with a nice defense. Does have some misdrops though, so should give the team a little bit of wiggle room to create some attacks. Oh, here we go. There's that soft drop only, where your Tetramino becomes gray. A common phenomenon when you're playing against Area 1 bosses is to continue to soft drop if it's happening very frequently, despite not actually having the soft drop blitz active. I do that all the time. Team is looking really good right now. So it looks like Tizago is just planning to clean up here. And only has one line on the board, looking to continue to build a strong defense. All right. Fortunately, we were able to go into that zone with 0 lines. So this could be a really strong attack. I think all our boards were in a healthy state. In 18, but it's very quick. Yeah, putting some pressure on Tazago there. I say only 18, but yeah, with that speed, and I feel like generally against players of Tazago's level, you definitely want to squeeze in those 18 and 19 zone clears to really put on that pressure, especially on Area 1 where it's so pivotal to get that boss as high as possible to allow you to safely create zone charge, or more aggressively. So I'm definitely under pressure here. Oh, there we go. I actually didn't have soft drop only active, but I continued to only soft drop. Ooh, a lot of bump ups. It's gonna be close. Very timely long bar. If I get a bump up here, oh my god. Okay, that might help me out a little bit. Yeah, that was a lot of pressure. So nicely done, Tazago. Ooh, I see a wild Knighting in the Discord. Knighting, would you like to hop in here? Can we do a tag team? Knighting, just imagine I am in the wrestling ring. We're going up against Stone Cold Steve Austin as the boss here. And I could use the help of John Cena, aka Knighting. That's how I imagine this happening right now. But Knighting, if you'd like to play, you should definitely hop in here. Looks like Ferox is on boss. Matt asking if you can participate. We'll see if we can squeeze you into group 1. We'll have you on standby. Yeah, Tazago smoked that team, yes. Whoever that Beast and Shen fellow is. I'm Austin San. Beast and Shen just not up to par to take out Tazago. Yeah, we did start an hour earlier today, so sorry, Liam, if you are listening. We wanted to accommodate the Zone Battle tournament, which, by the way, let me drop that link again in the Twitch chat if you're just dropping in. But there is the Zone Cup, I believe the inaugural Zone Cup from Tazago. Be sure to register. Let's see how many people have registered so far. We're up to 9 players, but it's actually very stacked regardless. See, we got Uyoshoda, Jaden, Emery might be an underdog here, or be able to put up some matches with the best of the best. But the more casual players that join, the better, if you're looking for close matches. Or if you want to test your skills against the best players in the world, which are playing in this bracket. That can be fun in itself to be like, all right, I want to play the #1 Tetris player in the world, or in this case, the #2 and #3 player, or arguably #3. I feel like Jaden, Emery, OSW are kind of all around that same skill level, right? Or wait, am I thinking of... Not Emery. I'm thinking of Iraqi, excuse me. Emery is still very good, though. Thank you for telling me not to join that in the most efficient way possible. What are you talking about, Twiz? Matt is in that bracket. You can battle for top 8. Oh, Emery's at 16,000 now? Wow, very nice. Did Knighting join? Oh, Grasspilt's in here, though. Grasspilt, if you'd like to play. All right, let's do this. Ferox saying wait as soon as they ready to up. What could this be? Oh, your boss changed? Okay, we can restart. You don't want to be Taurus? Taurus is one of the funnest, or most fun bosses to play against. Arguably. I feel like Taurus can also be tilting if you don't have the best board state to accept giant pieces, but when you do, I love the counterplay. You're not playing Area 1 bosses, okay. How about Area 3? We haven't seen 3 or 2 yet. If we want to cover all worlds in the connected universe, all zodiacs. Oh, we're rocking Capricorn. Capricorn has a lot of unique signature blitzes. It has Trimino, Pentomino, Broken. Is there any other bosses that have 3 signature? I don't think so. 3 signature blitzes, so a lot of different attacks you're going to have to deal with when it comes to Capricorn. And Area 4 also has so many, has no hold, no next, and high stakes, so going to have to be very adaptable and a well-rounded player to deal with Capricorn. Once Capricorn levels up, I feel like the broken pieces are so hard to deal with. There are ways you can maybe find clever spins and stack them, but generally it will be something that will stall out the team if they're not comfortable continuing to stack those broken pieces. Pentomino and Trimino, however, you can generally work with. But still, once they level up and the boss becomes stronger, you'll get some harder Pentominos and harder Pentominos to deal with. You're going against Jaden. At least as of now, we'll see how the check-ins go, Matt. Looking like a boss win, it says Mind Swept. That's an early call. This is so early. Mind Swept. Mind Swept making bets. Oh, we could always do predictions. That could be fun for our community showcases. Which, by the way, we are going to do a show match showcase next week, so it may not be entirely open to community participation or open signups, but we'll have some fun matchups. I believe Wumbo is on board. We have Miles for Classic. So, yeah, we're going to do a special event next week, so be sure to tune in for that. All right, so yeah, nice defense from Ferox. Only one line up here. The team does manage to get into the zone with 0 lines and moving quite quickly. So Ferox already has a pretty strong defense built. Looking to mix in a few T-spins, so building 6-3, no misdrops yet. It is a one-piece preview, so you might be stifled a little bit when it comes to that speed, but Ferox moving quite quickly still. Probably as good as you're going to get for defense, but that team just was moving along there. Got quite a strong attack built up. So putting pressure on Ferox. The longer this game goes on, the harder it's going to be to deal with this boss. So I feel like this is going to be a good window of opportunity for our team if they can manage to get to the next zone without too much trouble. We'll see if Ferox will have a window of opportunity as well, depending on the blitzes that come in to downstack. Generally, during Broken is a good time for Capricorn to downstack. Or even Trimino. I think Trimino's not too bad. Whatever will kind of stall the team or slow down the team the most, that's whenever you have that time window, that's when you want to play defense. So we got Broken. Ferox does have that attack charged. We'll see if Ferox wants to apply pressure here. Okay, they do switch to defense. I think generally, yeah. So Ferox only needs a little bit to send the attack. So charging that meter up all the way, and then once the Broken blitz wears off, they can send their attack instantly, or kind of time it with when the Broken comes to an end. Depending on how much pressure you're applying, you might not wait it out just to try to get more bump ups. But in this scenario, to play it safe, I think Ferox was looking to definitely defend during those moments. So Salil's still pretty low on the board. This could be good for the team if all three can still survive. They're halfway charge on zone meter. If Salil can showcase strong survivability here, the team will be poised to create a strong attack, which is going to be necessary. Ferox has control of the game right now. Maybe looking to even top out Salil here. I think Salil is playing it quite smart, though. Look at that next piece. That's brutal. That would have actually slotted in there, though. Yeah, looking like the team's going to revive. Hopefully the team can still... Okay, Salil actually forcing the top out. I think that might be the right play. And if the team can survive here, Salil will come into play around when the zone charge is towards the top of the meter and can play riskier if needed to complete that charge, and or make sure that the team is at the bottom of the board to going into the zone phase to ensure the strongest attack possible. I think all three of these players are quite competent at setting up like 19 plus zones, so they can send quite a strong attack to Ferox if they're all alive. Ferox shouldn't be feeling too much pressure, though. Taking their time breaking these, or getting rid of that garbage on the boss side during the Broken Blitz. So feeling quite safe. Now the Capricorn matchup can take a while depending on the quality of the team, or the skill level of the team and the boss. And it seems like it's a similar skill level or a really good matchup right now. So yeah, Salil was able to get back in there. They are 2 rows up, but that's not too bad. So not going to be able to send the strongest attack possible, but if it is a 19 or 20, it should still be fairly strong. I don't think Ferox is going to be pressured over halfway up the board. Actually, let's see. Welcome in Double Bubble. Bosses can pre-charge. You mean attacks? If that's the case, yes. You can start charging your defense for the team zone phase as soon as the team zone gauge fills up entirely. All right, so we have... Oh, that was actually pretty close to a 20. But yeah, that does not put Ferox over halfway up the board. Almost does, but Ferox should be feeling quite confident in this position. All right, high stakes Penomino. Penomino is fun to deal with. You don't want to get too aggressive with it just because you might stack higher than desired just to stay alive for the broken blitz. But I feel like you kind of have to take that risk in this situation to play quickly and put on pressure against Ferox, who kind of has control. Generally, when you're behind, and I feel like this goes for many competitive games, not just this is a good rule of thumb from someone with a little bit of wisdom when it comes to competitive gaming. But generally, when you're behind, you do want to take risk in order to regain the narrative or the tempo of the game, right? So this is a real tough decision for the team to not really force the top out or anything, but I feel like if we do death cycle at this point, Ferox isn't really going to lose control. So the team has to take risk and try to stack quickly during Penomino phase and stuff like that, right? Just to get that zone gauge up, in my opinion. Yeah, take risk when you are behind, and when you are ahead, play safe. All right, Grass Pelt the first to top out. So Lil once again proving to survive the longest on the Capricorn boss. Tisago's doing their best to stall here. I think time is running out though. And Ferox is in defense mode, so yeah, Tisago's not going to be able to stall too long here. So Lil can stall a little bit longer, but yeah, Ferox defending just to play it safe there. Yeah, strong macro play from Ferox, just not forcing that all in just in case. And GG. Nice try from the team there. It was a good try on the recovery from that last zone. So Lil barely had some lines going into that zone phase, which does add up, right? With someone as strong as Ferox, you want to bring every advantage that you can going into those team zones. But GG's. So we'll call that there for Group 3, and we'll hop into our final group of the night. Thank you for stepping in, Ferox. So Group 1, you are up. Final group of the night. And then after this, we'll probably raid Tisago's channel to watch some zone battle. So yeah, I'm excited to watch that tonight. So it looks like Ferox is rounding up our Group 1 players, which should be, let's see. So we got Jamo62, Jabberbox, Tivo, and Nokino. Make your way to the lobby. And then if we're able to, we can mix in Matt for Group 1 as well, Ferox. Or if someone doesn't show up. Oh, welcome in, Oliver. How are you doing? Okay. Tivo is here, ready to play. I like to see it. How's your zone battle journey going? Are you finding some extra speed? So if you're in Group 1, make your way to the lobby. And yeah, Ferox, if any of them aren't online, you can definitely ping Matt, or Matt. Is Matt in the Discord? Or we could even get Oliver in here. Yokino is from France. Do we have any basketball fans in the chat? I was watching a new documentary on Netflix, Court of Gold, which covers the Olympic Games, the basketball Olympic Games of 2024. They cover the France team quite a bit. It's a pretty good series or a documentary, especially if you're an NBA fan or basketball fan in general. Or a sports fan. Looks like Jamo is in here. So just looking for Jabberbox, I believe. And if Jabberbox doesn't show up, we can get Matt in here. Matt or Oliver. Yeah, if you're around 7.1, maybe we can get you in here. We do have some people that have already asked to join, so yeah, we'll get Jabberbox in here, and then maybe we can get Cool Matt in for a later round before we call it a night here. Jabberbox saying they had to find TEC in their library of many games. You got to add TEC to your favorites, so it shows at the top of your library every time you open Steam, of course. Right next to Res Infinite and Luminous Remastered. Your only favorites. No other games are allowed in your favorites. Oh, Humanity, I'm sorry. And Humanity. Humanity is a lot of your favorites. Yes, yeah, Matt. Maybe a stream lag there, but yes, you are correct. Humanity is allowed. Yeah. Almost made a fatal error. All right, looks like we have 4 players. When you're ready, good luck, have fun. All right, let's do this. So we have some Area 3 action. There we go. Just haven't seen Area 2 yet. If anyone from Group 1 wants to change up the vibe. Twiz saying best music. Are you referring to Area 3 or Area 2? Because I have been an Area 3 fan over the last few months, but I'm kind of maybe a change in my demeanor. I'm feeling extra moody and a darkness vibe. I've been feeling Area 5. I've been on Area 5 in the last week. A shift in my personality, I guess. Maybe I'm angry. If I'm feeling Area 5, what emotion do you think I'm feeling? What's the diagnosis there? Okay. I feel tense. Oh, that's a good diagnosis. Okay, so we're up to 11 lines for our team. They are just past halfway. We'll see if they can get up to around a 17 line combo. And if they're extra adventurous or skilled, maybe an 18 or 19 or 20 or 21 or 22. Maybe a WTF Tris if you get to what is it, after 28 lines. We'll see. I don't think that's possible right now. Okay, we got the 17. 18. All right, that was pretty clean. 124 attack. See Jamo with a pretty standard defense there. Looking good. looking AFK for a moment. Maybe a cat on the keyboard, if they're anything like me. If you ever see me AFK in a game, it's usually the fault of a cat or some kind of creature. Nice long bar spin there. Yes, Zone Cup, sign up. I think there was like around 10 players, but the more players that sign up, the better matches you're gonna get, right? So support Tezago and the Zone Cup. We're gonna watch that or raid that channel. Probably after this, as soon as the channel is live. Because there's some serious talent in there if you are a fan of high-level zone battle. All right. That was a pretty quick zone charge for the team. So Jammo going back into defense mode. Jammo 62. Tivo has some peaks and valleys to work through there. Nice use of the Magic Mino to make quick work of it. And look at that, looking A-okay now. Those Magic Minos are clutch. You can pretty much fix your board in so many ways if you have those purple Magic Minos. If you use them right, you should be never worried. You can just play quickly. You can intentionally mess up your board. All right, so once again, a nice zone. Looking like we'll hit a 17 maybe. Ooh, look at that. Use of the Magic Mino to clear that line. Very nice. And Jambo is under pressure there. I think, yeah, maybe he stacked a little too close to the sun. Either way, Jambo would have been at the top of their board and had to have played some SS tier boss. But nicely played from the team. We can mix it up if anyone wants to change out the boss. If Jambo wants to play boss again, you could try a different area or retry on the same area. But a good game. Those were some pretty strong zones from Team Tivo. Team Tivo. Tivo, Japperbox, and Nokino. Yeah, don't be afraid to hop in. If Tivo, if you are out for this round, we can get Matt in here. Uh-oh, looks like Nokino left as well. You all are good for another game. Usually we do like 2 to 3 games per group, depending on the game length. Yeah, whoever wants to hop in there. Yeah, feel free to play again, Nokino and Tivo. And we'll probably keep this group going until the zone tournament starts. Sure, Oliver, if you want to hop in here, we're in the matchmaking thread. The code should be in the pinned message. We're going to do first come, first served at this point. If you are a newer player. Yeah, let's get Rum in here. Rum will get you in the next game, okay? If you're listening. Because we do have a full crew right now. Oh, welcome in, JMO. Thanks for joining us in the chat here. The team was kind of crushing it on those 217 zones. That were pretty quick, too. But nice try. I'm glad you made it. All right, so we got some twins action. Once again on Area 3. But yeah, we are on Gemini, which is the first boss available at Area 3. And the other blitzes across all Area 3 bosses are they are Spin, and I believe No Next is also an Area 3 blitz. No Next box, which is also an Area 4. All right. Team moving along here. We'll see if they can hit the 17 again and put on that pressure. But Oliver with a pretty strong defense so far. And what we've learned from Oliver in these past community showcases is that the speed might not be there, but they are quite efficient. So we see Oliver setting up these T-spin doubles, which do help towards that defense. Not quite as strong as a Tetris, but yeah, a lot of defense orbs there for Oliver with a pretty standard defense, just about halfway up the board. It might be harder to mix in defense with Gemini. I feel like Gemini doesn't really have anything that's going to stifle the team too much. So speed is certainly helpful with Gemini, but we'll see if Oliver can pick up on when to downstack and when to be aggressive here. When you go all in on Gemini, like in the later phases, it's very hard to deal with once the boss is leveled up. I would say generally maybe one of the weaker bosses starting out, especially against a good team that will know how to take advantage of Gemini without any blitzes that really stifle your speed too much. How do you all feel about Gemini as a boss? I would say it's not quite as strong as others, but any boss in the right hands is strong. Also, depending on the timing of that twin piece and what the piece is, it can actually be devastating to your stack, especially if you can time a quick attack following the placement of that twin piece. Oh, you're out of practice? Oh, no worries. Yeah, this is a good place to play if you are out of practice. Nothing on the line here. We're just hanging out, playing some team matches. But also a good place to practice. I feel like playing on stream, if you're not used to it, that anxiety or just knowing other people are watching your game is a good way to practice in a way, right? Because you probably want to like still play your best to some degree. I've become numb to it, but in the past, or when I first started kind of playing more, when streaming was a little bit more normal and common, and I ended up playing on more tournament streams and stuff like that. Eventually you kind of become numb to it, but which is good for when you go to live events and stuff like that, or any kind of tournament. All right, so we got a 17 Decahexatress from the team. Oliver able to hang on here. Now, this is going to be a tough decision for Oliver, whether to defend a whole lot or to put on a lot of pressure, because if you want to put on a lot of pressure here, it's kind of getting into, do I want to go all in or try to make it to the next, or play a little safer and just know that I can survive another round. And I think both are valid options. I think given the boss, though, I would want to apply some pressure, and then maybe if I were to take out one of my opponents or somebody on the team, then it could be like, that's like another way you can do it is, okay, I took out at least one person on their team, and then from there, you could be like, do I want to continue to defend or continue to try to kill all 3 players? And that you can kind of assess depending on if there are any players that are really holding up and not under pressure. You could be like, okay, I'll just go defense mode. If all 3 players are under pressure, it could be, I am going to ruin their life and go all in here. Go relentless with my attacks. So it depends on the play style and the boss, I guess. Definitely just want to assess the situation. But yeah, like here we go. So Oliver knocked out one player due to being a little more aggressive on the attack front. And yeah, we're getting to the point where the boss is leveled up a bit. So these twin pieces are going to hit a little harder. And Oliver decides to defend after getting a kill. So knowing that Nokino or the team is going to be charging their zone gauge a little slower, yeah, Oliver maybe figured I'm not going to actually get the kill here. Let me just try to get to a place where I can defend and survive again, and we'll try again next round kind of vibe. Or, oh, even better yet. So the team only has 2 players. Now, the team, if they're moving quickly enough, can try to get a kill here on Oliver. But that is tricky, and I think Oliver seems consistent enough where we're going to have some defense orbs. So if the team doesn't have 3 players, the attack is dampened, especially if you're down to 1 player. Unless the remaining teammates are moving fast, like very fast. But I feel like, ooh, they're nice T-spin triple setup for Oliver. I think Oliver should be good here to survive. But if the team hits something really strong here, I don't think that's... Okay. I actually put on more pressure than I thought it would. So good try from the team. However, Oliver is good for another round here. Welcome in Pug Turtle Thunder on YouTube. With a horse on a balcony for an avatar. I like it. You're not against Jaden now. Who are you up against, Matt? You'd be fortunate if you were to get a, like a seed 8 versus 9 or something like that going into Jaden. Or like a 11 versus 7. I'm sorry, 10 versus 7. Can't count. Yeah, so Oliver up high, but I think Oliver generally going for more T-spins isn't going to run into the pressure that a lot of players that might just go for Tetrises would run into being at the top of the board, because T-spins only are going to raise your board 2 lines rather than the 4 necessary for a Tetris line clear. So the fact that Oliver goes for more T-spins is kind of going to be in their favor due to the height of the board currently, and putting on enough pressure to the point where Oliver might just go pedal to the metal here and try to get a kill. It can backfire from times, but I think this is a situation where Oliver should be feeling quite comfortable. Yeah, we'll see how this plays out, because Nokino is not quite in danger of topping out, but another bump up and like some ill-timed twin pieces can really... Oh no! And Oliver stacking too close to the sun there was on track for a team kill, but that's what happens when you have some misdrops and you're under pressure from the team, kind of stacking up aggressively up top there, which was the right call, but a few misdrops can add up quickly. That was a good matchup. Nice job, everybody involved. Nokino slipping a victory there. You gotta play till it's over. All right. Yeah, clutch for sure. Okay, I think we might have time for one more round. And then we'll call it there. If anybody that was trying to play hasn't played yet, maybe we can get Rum in here. I saw Rum in the Discord. JMO, get on comms. I don't know if I should trust that. Are you trying to sabotage my stream, Ferox and JMO? Okay, so we have time for one more. Let's be sure to get whoever hasn't played yet in here, and then we can fill the void with whoever's lurking in the friend lobby. Girl ping Rum. Oh, the bracket's live? Yeah, if you're playing in the Zone Battle tournament, good luck. Registration is over. And if you're Tizago, have your stream up so I can raid you. And we can all grab some popcorn, grab some dinner, and watch some killer Zone Battle. So thank you, Tizago, for putting on this event. Or that Zone Battle tournament. Oh, you're against Call Me Star? Call Me Star is tough. Good luck. Is Kuiper Carbuncle, is that you, Rum? JMO, feel free to hop in for one more game. And then I think we have an extra slot if anybody from this final group wants to do one more game. If TiVo or who else was lurking around here? I think Cool Matt probably has a Zone Battle match. If TiVo, Nokino, or Jabberbox are down for one more, feel free to hop back in. Final game of the night. I feel like the tournament's going to be great. If you have the top talent showing up, you got Uyushoda, Jaden, that's going to be a fire matchup. I think Jaden managed to get an upset against Uyushoda in a recent Zone Battle League. We'll see if that can continue. But Uyushoda getting second place at TECWC behind Siake Gohan, and OSW and Jaden were able to get top 4. So very close on the leaderboards and in tournament play. Oh, you gotta grab dog food? Yeah. Take care of your doggo. Oh, Mindswept. Yeah, you can hop in your Mindswept. All right, good luck, have fun, everybody, once you're ready. Last game of the night. Let's do this. Team Mind Jammo Carbuncle catches my eye, versus Oliver. Oliver is going to run it again on boss. Watching Oliver play boss is fun, where I feel like boss meta generally is to play quickly. Spam a lot of Tetrises, whereas... Oh, wrong game. Wrong scene. Okay. Whereas Oliver likes to mix in the T-spins, which do contribute. But it's good to see different play styles. As I say that, looking a little more Tetris heavy here for Oliver. And there we go. Hitting that team with Try Mino to kick things off. look like the team should be able to get started from the bottom here. Jamo is set up, as well as Mindswept. All players are. All right, so Jamo built a little bit higher on there in the middle here with the blue blocks, blue Tetraminos, able to assist on filling in red and yellow to help them get that attack built sooner. Oliver must have had, looked like they had a few T-spin setups in there. Maybe a super T-spin that went wrong, and then a T-spin single out of a T-spin triple setup. But has 4 defense orbs already, looking okay. Probably would like at least 1 or 2 more here, as the team is looking poised for a 17+ zone. 18, almost 18. I think just ran out of time there. So very strong first zone for the team. And there we go. Oliver finding that super T-spin, kind of that square notch that we just saw the T-piece rotate into. It's called a super T-spin. When you rotate a T-piece into that square notch, you create a T-spin setup, as we see here again. So if you want to learn that, just look up super T-spin. STSD, super T-spin double. I feel like it's speaking for myself, I feel like the square notch T-spins are pretty easy to spot once you get used to it. So definitely a good tool to add to your arsenal, and players of all skill levels are going to set them up. Oliver, it can be a little bit more difficult with that one piece preview to set up the T-spin setups that you have in mind, right? Which is part of the reason also that speedy Tetris gameplay can be the meta. But the more comfortable you become with your pattern stacking, the more you have, the less you rely on that piece preview. But it still is important to maintain optimal efficiency. It can be quite tricky to maintain T-spin efficiency with one piece preview. Welcome in, Nathan, on YouTube. Ooh, Oliver under pressure here. A quicker connected versus game there, but the team just bringing some killer zones there. So we were able to get Kyber Carbuncle in for one game there. But yeah, we're going to call it there for the night. Glad we were able to get some more games in, get more people involved on the big screen here on the live stream. All right, so GG's. Thank you, everyone, for participating in tonight's community showcase. We're going to try to go watch Tizago's Zone Cup, which is a community tournament happening right now. Which is part of the reason we started a little earlier today. So let's see if that is live, actually. So if you are here on Twitch, we're going to raid Tizago's Twitch channel. Oh, it looks like Tizago is live. Great. They're starting in like 20 seconds. All right. Perfect timing. Calculated. But yeah, thank you everyone for that played in tonight's community showcase. Next week, we are going to have some special show matches with popular players in the community, including Miles, Wumbo, and who knows who else will show up. But yeah, we're going to do a one-off event to test some new Twitch features like shared chat and stuff like that. So come have fun with us next Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. It will translate to your time zone if you look up the event in Discord, which we'll share sometime next week. But yeah, it should be fun. So let's take our eyeballs over to Tizago for the Zone Battle Tournament. And if you are on YouTube, I'll drop the Twitch link as well, if you did want to check it out. I don't know if Tizago streams to YouTube. Either way, I'll drop it in the YouTube chat. All right, yeah, hope everyone had fun. Good games, everyone that played. I'm going to say bye to YouTube. Bye, YouTube. See you next time. All right. So now it is just our Twitch chatters. Welcome in, Twitch. The stream goes on. Let's say hi to Tizago. And see how this Zone Cup turns out. It is Tizago's first Zone Cup tournament, so it is inaugural, meaning if anything goes wrong, it is what it is. But be sure to support Tizago, because organizing tournaments and doing that in your free time is great for all the players involved. So definitely want to show Tizago some love here. Cool. So until next Friday, we'll see you guys, and I'll be hanging out in the Discord a little bit over the weekend. But enjoy your weekend, play some Tetris, have some fun, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.